John, you are missed. A year since you left us. I knew your health was difficult, but I'd hoped you would keep on for more years to come, as you'd been doing in spite of your progressive health deterioration. John was a great leader, a tireless advocate for personal assistance, and a source of inspiration to many of us. He served as a role model, one of my role models. His dedication and efforts improved the lives of many of us. The first time I met John was at an ENIL meeting in the UK. It would have been mid-90s. We first had meetings in London, and then we were a gang who rode a luxury train from London across the country to a town where there was an IRA prison. I do not remember the name of the town, just all the great people, the sharing of experience on independent living, and the plush red velvet interior of that train. It was some government train. It was accessible. It was exciting to meet John, to meet Jane Campbell, and others who shared their life stories of disability and independent living, how they worked politically. I was new to ENIL, having learned some from Adolf in Stockholm, so my ears were hot. I wanted to learn so many things. After that meeting, John and I met many times for work or to go out for a beer as friends. I have always looked forward to those meetings. They were on personal assistance, CILs, other issues of independent living in Italy and Bulgaria and other places. John took contact to meet when the EDF board met in Stockholm, as John sat on the EDF board. Always, as I said, time for a beer and a laugh. Berlin, we had a great meeting. It was a fun meeting. We rode the accessible transport together as a group, and it really impressed me. We did not have accessible buses in Stockholm at the time. In the evening, there was debate and music. We had fun. We had fun working and trying to see how we could further ENIL and independent living within Europe. It was interesting and inspiring to hear John's engagement to move with his friends from the institution where he had lived to an independent life, showing it was possible. Living in Stockholm, my first mentor was Adolf, who taught me initially about independent living. But then there was John, alongside of Kapke and Bente, who also were there to help me to grow. John's practical experience was refreshing to hear that independent living was possible. I marveled at the success of having a CIL in about every UK city. In 2009, when I became the director of ENIL, John was one of the first to congratulate me, wishing me success at the job. Together, John, Ines, and I met the staff from the EU Commission, who wondered, among other things, ENIL's plans, the difference between ECCL and ENIL. And John helped me to learn how to deal with these officials at the Commission, at the Parliament. During the Freedom Drive, John taught me how he worked politically and also with the movement, how to make us stronger as a movement. As ENIL members, we had, John and I, as I have with many in the movement, a family bond. We all become part of the ENIL family, supporting one another during the hard times, rejoicing together in the success we achieve around Europe. John, you are missed. I would have needed to call you again. I had a great interview with John about Centers of Independent Living not so long ago. I would have needed to call, but John, you're not there to answer that phone. Rest in power, John. You're missed.